An incredible Emmy night is our big story of the day. Welcome to Backstage, everyone. I'm Bessie Tsionis in for Sarah Edwards. Emmy history was made in Los Angeles last night at the 60th annual Primetime Emmys, and our Sarah Zapp is in the middle of Emmy mania and joins us from the E Studios in Los Angeles. Sarah, it's time to talk Emmys.
I know, Bess, I know. Now, let me tell you. If you look back on the night, it wasn't extremely dramatic or extremely memorable, but you know what? There were a few moments there. It was a big historic night, especially for some of the big wins, and the night did kick off with the Queen of Media herself.
Welcome, everybody, to the 60th Primetime Emmy Awards.
Oprah Winfrey wasn't enough. No, for the first time at the Nokia Theater in LA, this special Emmy anniversary served up all 5 hosts, all up themselves for an Emmy for Best Reality Series Host.
Please welcome Tom Bergeron, Heidi Klum, Howie Mandel, Jeff Probst, and Ryan Seacrest.
Jeremy Piven picked up the first award for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy for his work on Entourage, his 3rd Emmy win, and the first crack of the night.
What if I just kept talking for 12 minutes? What would happen? That was the opening. Thank you.
It was an historic Emmy night. Mad Men, the 60s drama, made Emmy history as the first basic cable show to win top series. But it was the HBO miniseries John Adams that took home the most Emmy wins and awards with a whopping 13. Sure helps when a guy like Tom Hanks is behind it.
The election between Jefferson and Adams was filled with innuendo, lies, a bitter partisan press, and disinformation. How great we've come so far since then. Thank you.
And on the lighter side of things, 30 Rock and its stars emerged as big winners with Alec Baldwin.
This is the greatest job I've ever had in my life.
And 3 big wins for Tina Fey.
I want to thank my parents for somehow raising me to have confidence that is disproportionate with my looks and abilities. Well done. That is what all parents should do.
When it came to drama, Best Lead Actor went to Bryan Cranston from AMC's Breaking Bad, and Lead Actress went to Glenn Close for Damages.
My fellow nominees, I want to salute because I think we're proving that complicated, powerful, mature women are sexy and high entertainment and can carry a show.
Throughout the night, the Emmys paid tribute to some of TV's historic shows and the people behind them, but there were no tears from the night's winners. I guess they all listened to the advice of actor Ricky Gervais.
Don't cry. It's pathetic. It's just an award.
I love that bit with Ricky Gervais and Steve Carell. I thought that was one of the real highlights of the night. I also loved how they paid a lot of tribute to some of the past TV icons. Mary Tyler Moore there, Laugh-In, Betty White. But really, Bess, not a whole lot of drama. And of course, it was a first with the 5 hosts that hosted the evening.
What did you think about that, Sarah? Because I thought you could either have one host, my favorite was Tom Bergeron, and if you didn't go with Tom, I thought maybe Ryan Seacrest. The other 3, I wasn't very impressed with. Howie Mandel just needed to stop talking.
You know, and I was thinking to myself, how did these 5 very busy, very successful people even come together to be able to pull anything off? And it was kind of evident at the beginning of the show that they really didn't have a whole lot of time to come up with a bunch of material. But in watching it, I kept thinking to myself, with Heidi Klum, what is she going to wear next? That was the most exciting thing with Heidi. I mean, she was doing a change every time she was out on the stage. But I agree. I think the consensus was 5. More was not better. More was not better.
I say bring Ellen DeGeneres back. She's one of my favorites.
She's a hoot. She's a real hoot.
Now, let's talk about the real important stuff of the evening. Us girls will appreciate this. Fashion with a capital F. What did you think overall? Hits, misses?
You know what? I think that it was a pretty safe night, but I gotta say right off the top, I loved the color. Loved Mariska Hargitay. Gorgeous in that yellow.
She was one of my favorites.
If you take a look at it, loved it. Take a look at her. It was simple, not overdone, hair beautifully swept back, gorgeous earrings. She just looks stunning in this yellow Carolina Herrera. Also, Desperate Housewives, Terry Hatcher did this gorgeous yellow. And then you kind of go down the color spectrum a little bit. I loved Nicolette Sheridan in this Angel Sanchez gown. Gorgeous purple. She looked like royalty for the night. I absolutely loved her. And Brooke Shields, wow, did she bring in a pop of color with this gorgeous fuchsia number, a Badgley Mischka number right here. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, do the ladies in their 40s really rock it at this Emmys or what, Bess?
Well, I loved that some of the ladies were sticking to basic black. You had Deborah Messing, America Ferrera, and Kristen Chenoweth. Gorgeous.
You know what I thought was interesting? If you looked at some of the younger girls who were there, even Hayden Panettiere, she was wearing black, a very sleek Badgley Mischka number, America Ferrera as well. But it was kind of interesting to see the younger ones go with more of that older, sleeker black, and then some of the older ladies just rocking it in fun colors. So I kind of enjoyed seeing that paradox going on right there. But you know, sometimes I feel like black is such a safe choice that I just want to see you have a little bit of fun on the Emmys. I mean, come on.
Well, Eva Longoria had some fun with that short little mini that she wore.
She did, and you know what? I'm gonna give her props for that, because I think that she obviously isn't into figure-fitting dresses because she's gained some weight. So I thought it was fun. You know, way to go. Try something new. I know some people really didn't like it. Some think maybe she looks like a bad present all wrapped up. But I think it was fun. And I think it was great to see her. And you know who else I loved going short was Kira Sedgwick.
Beautiful.
Wow. She made 43 look dynamic. Fabulous.
I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. My favorite of the evening, I would say, goes to Heidi Klum on the red carpet. That little metallic number that she wore with that, it seemed like it was a separate piece, one shoulder, off the shoulder, very symmetrical, very beautiful.
Something that only a supermodel could pull off, and people would be saying, did she not look statuesque? She had two big trends going. She had the one shoulder, which we saw a lot of, and she also had the metallic, and she just really knocked it out of the park. There were several other metallics as well, and a lot of beading too on some of the dresses. Felicity Huffman, I thought, was somebody else who had a gorgeous looking gown, but very simple hair, and she just really looked fresh as well.
Okay, so if you had to pick one, who was your all-time favorite?
I'm going to have to give it to my top choice right off the bat, Mariska Hargitay. Loved it, simple, knocked it out of the park, didn't need a whole lot of extras, beading, shimmer to shine.
I love it. Sarah Zapp, our fashionista.